Cam Newton posted yet again on his Instagram videos and photos from his workout. And down in Atlanta, we talked to Debo Samuel, wide receiver for the San Francisco 49ers. He said he was originally working out in Arizona, and then he went over to Atlanta to get a workout in because Arizona shut down. I guess there's a bunch of NFL players playing foosball together on a daily basis over in Atlanta. They got a bunch of camera people out there. They got Cam Newton throwing deep balls, Cam Newton throwing fades. I mean, he was throwing it all over the place, and it feels as if Cam Newton is showcasing to the world, like, hey, although last year I was injured, let's not forget that in 2018, I had a 68% completion percentage. I threw for 3,400 yards and 24 touchdowns while rushing for over 500 yards. Cam Newton's recent history is one that I don't think is always appeasing to some people because Carolina Panthers fired their coach. They had some losses. That press conference after the Super Bowl, which was years ago, and the fumble. Cam Newton's PR stock, I believe, went down a little bit. But what Cam Newton is doing in every single video that he posts is letting everybody know, like, hey, I am still a very good football player. Just last week, he said they gave up on me, saying he's going to bounce back. He's going to be stronger than ever. And today, or last night, the post of him working out with like 45 camera people and about 10 which, by the way, I think they're breaking every COVID-19 quarantine rule you could possibly break, especially with licking of the fingers, throwing the ball, catching it in other hands. I mean, there's a chance that entire field ends up with coronavirus. But for the time being, they're getting their workouts in. And Cam Newton said, people love, in his language, obviously, people love a good underdog story, ... This ain't that. Shh, I've been a dog. Hey, shh, I've been a dog. I love that about Cam Newton. A lot of people are saying this is a revenge tour. That's what I said. I said this is Cam Newton with a revenge body. Cam Newton's like, no, this is not revenge. This is not underdog. This is me being who I've always been, and that's a dog. Get over it. Or get with it. How is he not the Chargers starter yet? How is he not the Los Angeles Chargers starter yet? I wish I could just text Tom Telesco, the general manager of the Chargers, and be like, how have you not signed Cam Newton yet? But then I don't want to have to get an answer that I have to hold in and I can't put in. You know what I mean? So I have to balance that because I do have to speak into a microphone for like 4 hours a day with McAfee and Hawk coming up at 1 o'clock every day. So I don't know what the answer is. Dan Orlovsky this morning on Get Up said that Cam Newton's going to be a backup quarterback. I think Cam Newton retires or quits before he becomes a backup quarterback. I don't know if that's going to happen. See him in the XFL before he signs up to be a backup quarterback, I think. But in my eyes, he's the guy for the Chargers. Him and Tyrod Taylor already get along. They're moving into a new stadium. He says, shh, I've been a dog. I mean, there's no confidence rattled at all from the guy. He's already talking about how they gave up on him. I mean, Cam Newton is going to prove some things next year. I mean, I'm watching him. He looks good.
Yeah.
He looks really good. I'm watching his video of him working out. Last year, his delivery looked a little weird. He was obviously hurt. Ron Rivera got fired because of it. Ron Rivera came on our show and said, well, if we have a healthy Cam Newton, I'm not getting fired. We're not losing games. Cam Newton is a great football player. I can't wait to see where Cam Newton ends up. There's no way that dude ends up as a backup quarterback, though. No way. He's going to be a starter.